Hi everyone, I'm about to walk you through a final project. This project explores creation with large language models, in particular Gemini, Perplexity, Claude, and ChatGPT. Not as a programmer, but as an artist. My goal was to discover how these models could collaborate through truly generative and recursive processes, especially in the challenge of translating abstract ideas into code. I call this methodology the Interpartive loop, a temporal feedback system between human intention, AI interpretation, and process data. The project unfolds in three distinct movements. The first is the scattering. The source material was deeply personal. A dataset I manually curated representing 6 years of teaching, 529 students from 39 countries. In this phase, student data is transformed into code by the LLM. The prompt was to create a large color blobs dispersed onto an imaginary world map and instructed to grow infinitely. These forms drift and grow, representing my hope for each student, that they never stop growing. The artwork only ceases when the browser is closed. The second movement is the murmuration. This piece visualizes students moving back out into the world, connecting and growing, which the code renders not as birds, but as shoals of fish. I intentionally chose fish instead of birds. Critically, this piece is built from the memory of the creation of the previous artwork. The data isn't just student records, but the process of collaboration with the LLM. The Interpartive loop. I instructed the AI to reflect on our creative sessions during the scattering phase, tracking and compiling timestamps, failures and shifts in my prompts into a structured process dataset. This created a recursive cycle. The initial human dataset was the first artwork. The AI co-created the code. The AI reflected on the process, and that reflection became the sole input for the murmuration artwork. Each piece is built from the memory of the previous one, based on our interpartive loop. The final movement is the metamorphosis. Here, all previous data, the student records, the generative visuals, and the AI reflections converge into a single handmade digital artwork. The entire sequence mimics the life cycle of the butterfly, the egg, which is the scattering, larva, the murmuration, pupa, the loop, and the final adult metamorphosis. The final artwork itself came from taking a single prominent visual element from one of the final generative outputs and manually re-rendering it into a piece of digital art. This process is now complete, but the process data remains ready to begin the next iteration.